Welcome back. In this walkthrough, we will look into two next modules, which is business and operations. So from the business perspective, we have put a couple of options here. First is company targets. So you can set your company targets right here, which you will be able to follow up and chase. So you know exactly what you're set to achieve for that financial year. And you can add a new target like this. You can just go ahead and put a title. You can go for the monthly targets. You can go for the annual targets, and you can provide the status of in progress, achieved, missed, cancelled. And you can provide the currency that you are looking into, the target value, who's the owner of that particular, so you can assign the targets of people one by one as well. So this would help. So let's say we're going to say monthly target and say description, okay, Q3. And net revenue, let's say gross revenue. This time we are assigning it to a salesperson, so gross revenue for 1 million, that's 100,000, 1 million QAR. That's what we're looking at from Q3. So let's say 1st of July up until, let's say the time. Let's not let the sales guy sleep till 4 a.m. And then we're going to say the period end would be September 30th. And they're going to have to make sure that they get it by 12 a.m. And just give it a real figure here, say 12 a.m. Right, so we got this done. Now status is planned. The owner, then I'm going to choose my favorite guy to run this thing. Let's give it to John. Now this is assigned to Mr. John, who's going to have to go ahead. So this is the monthly target for John, and this is planned as a gross revenue. And you can follow up based on this. Basically, the targets would be set, of course, after multiple discussions, understanding the pipeline, what's coming, what's not coming, what vertical is coming up. So basically, that's the side discussion that you would have with your team, anyways. And then you can assign the targets. You can have multiple targets here. This is one. And from the business side, we have put another option, which is quite interesting, is about the partners of the business. Now, this is only visible to the super admin, or probably the board members who are partners in the company. And we've given the option of employee stock options as well. So let's say we put a pool of 10% for the 10% of the gross revenue for the employees, and employee bonus pool of 5. Then the 10% would be distributed in those 5 employees, and then the quarters. So which quarters, the pool amount, we can add that, partner A, partner B, and you can put all the details of the partners here, and we can add a new partner, and you can save the draft. So basically, the executive management would be able to see exactly how the distribution would look like in terms of the partners, and what bonuses they are expected to receive, and also any employee who are on ESOP, which you're going to see when we go to the team section, of how much they're going to receive in terms of when they're seeing it. Then there's an annual budget. Now we've made that AI native kind of a thing, because one way to do the budget is to trouble your finance teams and your sales teams and your entire teams, basically, to get the budget done. Another way to do it is, if you are using LedgerAI, if you have uploaded the data of last year into LedgerAI of your business, then what LedgerAI can do is basically you just have to go here and say suggested budget, and pre-filled from previous year. So AI will look at it, and AI will recommend what kind of annual budget you should have. You can have the departments, filter by departments, so you can see all the expenses, and everything would be shown up here. You can add more lines to this one and add more information here. So and then you'll be able to let AI understand what kind of expenses you made last year. And in terms of salary, operations, paying rentals, cars, dinners, whatever, marketing, blah blah blah. And you then, once all that information is there, and the accounting system, this is pulling from the accounting system from your general ledger. So you'll be able to see all of that, and you should be, and the AI will be able to make effectively, like, have a proper suggestion on what the budget should look like for 2026, or going into 2027, what the budget should look like, because a lot of companies will start planning in about a few months on how their budget should be. So if you enter that information, AI will actually do that magic and give you the recommendations, and based on this you can just change and update, and you can create your own budget, and then you'll have the sort of like an option to lock the budget, or you can add your own as well. If you say load in this one, yep, so sorry, you have an option to have the variance. You'll be able to see in this way what was the expense. Now this is all dummy values, you won't be much useful, but you get the gist. And you can, and this way you can, like, if you go to the lines, you should be able to, again, as we were talking before, you'll be able to leverage AI to actually build that for you. And again, there's a AI summary on the right hand side. I should give you an overview of what you're looking at. So that was about the business options, and then the operations. So in operations, you'll be able to add your operating expenses on a day-to-day basis. You can add more, the different lines. You can add an operating expense, let's say a car, and the code is optional. So say company car, and add an operating expense. It automatically detected it's 5210. Now let's go and verify. In the finance and general ledger, or sorry, chart of accounts. So if you go to 5210, that's a car that it created a new one because it's in the rent expense, right? So the car is a rental. I mentioned rental, it says rent expense 5200, 5210 is the car. So that's what it added right here, 5210. And this is completely run in the backend by an AI agent that looks into what needs to be added, and it automatically increments and adds it into the same place. Now, if you have any assets, you can add those assets here. If you've got any liabilities, you'll be able to add liabilities here. Again, similarly, you just name the thing that you're adding, and it's just going to add. So if you just go to the assets and say, I don't know, server, and they are in the lab server. So right now you see laptop and computer monitor. If you say add asset index 502015201510, and this is in the general ledger code, so that's 1500. If you say add an asset here, so it just took it automatically 1530 server R&D lab, it's active. You can deactivate, you can edit it from here. You want to say something else, number one, to say save. It just changed, it's completely saved. Now this is how you add your assets. Same goes with the liabilities. So this is at a high level from the operations perspective of the managing the day-to-day operations of your business. And that'll be the end of this video. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Stay tuned.